Okay, so I'm gonna try this now. I gotta pause the music because I gotta focus. But anyway, so this is gonna be my morning talks, I guess. I started this segment on Instagram with Reels, but I'm carrying it out to YouTube. But anyway, all I was gonna say is that I am implementing this recording with my camera here on this PC, and I'm talking on this microphone, what I talked about in another videos. But anyway, kind of in blending the two, making this process connected and stuff, because we're trying to build a better video quality, better audio quality, just overall transitioning. But anyway, today's topic, I wanted to talk about basically what I do to get myself ready for the mood in the morning. What I do is listen to music. That's the first thing that I listen to and wake up to. So I guess what I'm going to say is how influential music is to me, and just music is just so inspiring to hear all walks of artists from different backgrounds and whatever different work, whether it's hip hop, country, I don't know, just pop or R&B. Just those are just a few. I don't really listen to any particular one anymore. I certainly don't listen to country as much. I will admit that. But anyway, no disrespect to country, because I do like a couple country songs. But I'm just saying that I just listen to different artists. So I guess what I do in the morning personally that I find is that this goes in the hand with technology getting more advanced. But I'll come back to that after I finish. But what I would say is I can't say the AI out loud. Well, I don't think there's an Alexa in this room. Okay, so Alexa, I use Alexa to set an alarm, instead of a standard clock, which is different because I grew up on a clock that, the makes a common annoying buzz sound, and then you can, but it's a digital clock, so it's not like you have to read a school clock or a Roman numeral clock. It's like a digital clock. But I think now we're moving into newer clocks, or not now. So anyway, AI. So I ask Alexa, hey, can you set a timer or an alarm for 5 a.m.? But this time I tell Alexa to set it to a certain song. And don't get me wrong, I can't believe they can do that. But most of the time it doesn't get the right song, so I don't use it as often. But sometimes I do get it to work. So I'll listen to it, and I wake up to something for example, Joji. I'll listen to Joji and Modus by Joji, and that will wake me up gently, and it's like a piano ballad. And I guess starting your morning off like that is already a plus, because you're not getting hit with an annoying alarm. You're hitting with a different song every day, how you want to put it. So that being said, it's gentle and stuff, and you get a surprise every day. So it's not like you're consistently hearing the same noise over and over and over again. I think one thing for me is I like being spontaneous. I don't know if that's the right word for this context, but basically I just like a new song for whoever I'm going to feel, because I don't like okay. That's another topic. Anyway, I like structure and discipline, but I definitely like mixing things up. I can't eat the same thing. I can't do the same thing every single day. I have to live my life. So, with that being said, I live my life by just listening to different music, because that different music is going to set the pace for the day. That's how I get it going. So, I set my music on my independent artist, basically, and they're calming and keeps me setting up the tone for the day. And then if I'm going to work out, I gotta listen to a little bit more music that has a little bit more intensity, because for me, I don't I lift weights, so I can't listen to ballads too much. I have to get something to get me motivated to lift this weight off my chest. And I took off my glasses because the glare was bothering me in the thing. But anyway, enough that being said, yeah, this music, it just affects your mood, whether you're going for a run. There's only certain songs I can listen to, but I noticed the beats per minute influences how fast I'll run, versus I don't know, how fast I run, or how it's just this constant beats per minute in my heart. So if it's a fast song, I will tend to go faster. And I didn't think to bring water for this because I've been talking so much. You may notice that I'm wearing an outfit in another video, but I'm just basically recording these videos, taking the time now to record them, and then releasing them. Boom, 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 boom. Not all at once, but just to show that I am working on videos. I know that they're a little slow sometimes getting out, but you got to make the work, business, the vision work, But anyway, so yeah, I think that music is just a staple. And I think one thing that I do it by using Spotify. Now, I've never used Apple Music or the music on YouTube or anything, but Spotify has definitely changed the game for me. And I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see again. But anyway, Spotify has definitely changed the game because they just, I don't know, from a standpoint of like technology, they have a virtual DJ now, an AI DJ. So it's like it's your DJ X, and then they'll recommend similar songs that you listen to, or like mix it up to songs you have been listening to. But it really sets up the tone. But I have the unlimited version because I just can't. Okay, not that I can't. I just prefer music that I can just keep skipping until I hear what I want to hear. So I think that aspect, music is just so influential. You got to start your mornings right because they set the tone for the day. I think also having a strong morning will help you, like in the day, carry yourself out, because otherwise you're going to get burnt out. But obviously you have to listen to different things. I guess what I would do is I listen to different things throughout the day. So it's like reflective of like, oh, this is how I was in the morning, this is how I was in the afternoon, and this is how I am in the evening. So that's how I go about it. What works best for you. These are just things that I was talking about in a podcast. Another topic. I don't know. These podcasts are new. I have done Monday motivational things, but that was like fresh. Again, that was 4 years ago. I was 21. Now I'm 25. I'm older. I'm mature. More mature, there we go, or whatever. I'm older, so I have a different state of mind. But yeah, I think that it's good. I think one thing also that goes with mornings that I think would go hand in hand is just remembering to take care of yourself in the sense of yesterday, not today, because today is March 23rd. Yesterday, March 22nd, I went and got a haircut. Now, I don't think it's going to be that noticeable, but I did get a trim, if you noticed. Still growing out the curly hair. Looks pretty good. I can sleep on it in any way. But I guess my point is, remembering to take care of yourself. Making sure you're getting that diet, like whatever food you need to eat, food and drinks, the amount of liquids, whether you want to follow the 8 cups of water a day or whatever you floats your boat, whatever. Just make sure you're getting your liquids in. Make sure you're getting your food in. That carries out the nutrition together. Make sure you're getting sleep. And then, exercise. We can't forget exercise. There's like 3 pillars. I'm actually talking on something that has, it's like a prong. Or I guess you can see 3 pillars, right? So these all 3 work to holding this microphone up. I know this is an extreme or a silly example, but anyway, if you were to take one of these things away, this wouldn't be balanced. So you have all these 3, and it's best to keep them all to keep a balanced life, a healthy life. Of course, I pull out my remedies to keep me from being sick, whether that's like drinking tea or what else do I do? I don't know. I also take showers. I think that helps me, just process, get my head set in the day. Again, all strategically, I listen to music and stuff. But it really sets the tone for the day. The morning, getting a shower in the morning. Sometimes I get a shower in the evening. It's not like a rule. I think that's also another thing that I feel like that's like a concept I want to break, is just because you're adding a little bit of structure or a little bit of like starting a new habit. I keep touching my laptop because it darkens. But anyway, it's just you want to follow a routine. A routine is structured and stuff like that, but you don't want to make it seem like it's a chore. Because in my eyes, that's what I do. I do the best I can. Whether it's doing, a few push-ups, like 10 push-ups, today. But I want to eventually increase it and get to 50 push-ups or like 25 push-ups, so that it's not get it right the first time right away, but gradually get up to there, working whatever you want to do. Whether it's you're trying to cut sweets out, maybe slowly reduce the amount of ice cream you're eating and like go from there, but not necessarily go cold turkey and get rid of ice cream, no chocolates. Like, I don't know, that is just so restricting, and I just wouldn't be able to do that. And that's talking from a place where I've been in the lows, I've been up in the highs, weight wise, but I'll cover that in another day, topic for another day. But instead, in this podcast, I guess what I'm saying is, just setting the tone and remembering to take care of yourself is very influentially important. I don't even know if that's the right wording I was going for, but I said it the way I said it, so whatever. Anyway, yeah, you just got to take care of yourself. So whether it's like you want to buy something within your means of buying something in your realm of expenses, buy a pair of shoes if you can, something that you can get use out of and wear them. That's kind of like what I've been doing. I kind of been rewarding myself. So I got a job, my first IT job. I got shoes. My birthday came, and I also finished my first 3 months at the job. So I bought something else, and just basically just the small gifts come a long way, because you gotta, like I said, I quoted it in another video, but basically I'm quoting Russ, where he says self-love is when you look in the mirror and feel respected. So this whole concept of looking in the mirror, it's a reflection. You see yourself in the mirror, and being able to look in the mirror and feel like you respect what you're looking at, like you're okay with what you're seeing, and that being yourself. I think that whole notation of just loving yourself, being okay with everything about you, and just really embracing you. I think that's the beautiful thing. And I encourage, it took a lot of time for me to get there. I'm not there. I look like I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm learning to love myself every single day. But I think being this idea, a notion of self-awareness and like mindfulness is so crucial that I didn't know the importance of it right away. When did I first hear of it? At 19. I never knew what really mindfulness is, and strengthening the mind and making sure that everything's strong, and that remembering to breathe. That wasn't an ASMR moment intentionally, but yes. So I guess for me, also a reason why I think mornings are important is that I like seeing sunrises. I think sunsets are cool too. The nice blends of orange and reds and yellows, so beautiful that I like that. But I guess what I'm saying is that, but yeah, you just got to set the morning right. And like, just to go off of mornings even more, that, yeah, it kind of stinks to get up early. But if you get up early, I kid you not, you're going to feel better the more used you get to getting up early. So I'm not saying you have to get up now. Now it's like 5:30, 5 a.m. This is early. But I'm just saying you don't have to start that early. Like, you could start at a reasonable time. I don't know what early is to you. Let's say 8 a.m. Maybe that's still a little bit earlier, but I think 8 a.m. Well, I'm on East Coast time, but anyway, 8 a.m., wherever time zone that is for you. Sorry, I maybe got a little bit too loudly into the mic unintentionally. But yeah, 8 a.m., make it a goal and stuff. But I personally get up early. And I just feel like there is this sense of like, you're up early and, you're just starting your day early, So I think that's important. But obviously, different work schedules affects that work-life balance. So if you have a night shift, claps to you, because that is a lot to be working those night shifts from like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's a lot. But yeah, just you need to remember to take care of yourselves, because it's important. I think one of the topics I talked about in my reels that I didn't get to talk about in a YouTube video is that the sense of that it seems like everything's moving. Everything has to go so fast, right? I think it's okay to take a moment to breathe, like I just did, and breathe and just appreciate like It's okay. You can slow down. You can think and gather your thoughts to get your message across and to stray away from simple mistakes, I think that's okay. That's the beauty of it. And yeah, cause life's too short, Life's too short. And that's another concept of time. Time, there's only 24 hours in the day. You got to live like you're dying. I'm shouting, I think his name's Chris Allen. Let me just make sure that I'm looking it up because I do not want to do him a disservice. It's called Live Like You're Dying. Live like, yep, I'm a real one. Chris Allen, a winner of American Idol. You got to live like you're dying. Basically, there's only 24 seconds or so in the day. You got to live like you're dying. Let me see if I can pull the lyrics up without pulling up the song. Okay. Oh, dang it. It's like you only got 24/7. No, 2. I forget the lyrics verbatim. I will look it up real quick because this is a podcast, so there's no rush here. Live like we are dying. Lyrics. So, okay, let's see. Live like we're, no, okay. So, sometimes we fall down and we can't get back up. We're hiding behind skin that's too tough. How come we don't say I love you enough till it's too late? It's not too late. Our hearts are hungry for food that won't come, and we could make a feast from these crumbs. And we're all staring down the barrel of a gun. So if your life flashed before you, what would you wish you would have done? Now, I think that's so deep because just from the intro, it's just saying, we don't even say I love you enough to our loved ones or whoever you consider important to your life. That I just think that is important, that we should be okay to be like, I love you, or like, I appreciate you, or like fist bump or handshake, however you want to go. If you're on that levels of hugging, or I don't know, just we should be able to appreciate one another because life is too short. But let me continue. Yeah, we got to start looking at the hands of the time we've been given. If this is all we got, then we got to start thinking. If every second counts on a clock that's ticking, we got to live like we're dying. And then he says, we only got 86,400 seconds in a day to turn it all around or throw it all away. We got to tell them that we love them while we got the chance to say, got to live like we're dying. He literally said the amount of seconds, I don't know how he fit it in a song, in a day that we have. And I just think that that's just wild, that this song just literally, we have it all these seconds, all this time in a day. We all have this time, but we can turn it all around or throw it all away. We can use the time or we don't, just depending on how you want to use it. But we got to tell them while we do get the chance. You have to say I love you to the ones while you have the chance to say. You got to basically live like you're dying. I know I just quoted it exactly word for word, but I mean it. Like, life is too short, and hopefully I don't pass away in this video, which I won't. I'm pretty sure I won't. It wasn't in the plans. Wake up, record these 2 videos, and then pass away. But like I said, I just got to live my truth. I'm going to live with this as if. But anyway, that's a good song. Yep. That's a good song. You just got to, and that goes with songs, but that, like, this time aspect, I think that it's very good. I play off of it a lot. I've noticed that, I self and reflect, versus how I am now that I'm 25, how I as the decades pass by, because now it's 2 decades now. In case you didn't know, decade, 10 years, woo! So now that I've passed by 2 decades, now I look back and I reflect and see the journey of the person I was versus the person I am versus the person I'm becoming. Ooh, I just did that past, present, and future. Woohoo! Okay. Anyway, yeah, that is very good to have this self-awareness. And if you don't know what self-awareness is, it's just basically having this understanding of yourself. I'm going to save you that Google search, even though you can Google it if you want to, but I'm not going to say that. Basically, I think in my words and my way of explaining it is just having an understanding of yourself, your values, and who you are as a person. And once you get that, you just will be able to not only communicate better, but you will just have this better understanding and outlook on life, maybe. Or I don't know. That's kind of how I am. I kind of do this thing of being patient that Gary V talks about. Gary Vaynerchuk. He abbreviates it sometimes to V, but I guess that's just to make his name easier to remember. But Gary Vaynerchuk, shout out to him if he's watching. Anyway, yeah, he talks this big game of patience, and he says that, like, you can be young and not know what you're doing. It's okay. And I think that's just something that you don't get, or at least I don't think most people get my age, is that you can mess up and still like figure it out. You don't have to get perfect right away. So I think that's good, this game of patience. And then I also think this quote, but I don't know who said it, but basically time isn't going to wait for you to make something of yourself. So I guess that's why I woke up with an epiphany, or not epiphany, lack of words, or I woke up with motivation to start this YouTube channel on my significant day, midday, around mid-time of when my birthday is, midway. So that's why the channel is important, so that I have two things to look forward to. I have my birthday, and then I have this YouTube channel of every year of the growth, and I reflect on basically on the analytics stuff. And yes, so that being said, time is so influential. I'm sorry, I'm stretching because I am sore because I go to the gym, but that's another topic for another day. Honestly, these podcasts, I don't know how long I'm going to make them. I'm not going to cut them at all. This is all going to be authentic. Almost knocked the speaker down. But, you can try to skip through it but I'm going to try to keep them more coherent, but these are just a conversation. So if you made it through this far, I appreciate you. It's been 22 minutes. I may go up to 25. I may try to keep these between 25 minutes, but this is definitely going to be a different podcast format, because in the past I did audio format, but now I'm trying to do audio, talking to a mic right here, and have that visual aspect, engaging with the audience. Thank you for attending. And as always, this is Gabriel, and I will see you in the next morning talks, So if you want to watch more of my morning talks on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's CamperoMG. No, I think it's Campero.mg, and that's the tag on Instagram. So at Campero.mg, and that's my Instagram. And there I post lives, because I go live on the reels on Instagram. I haven't figured out the lives on YouTube, but I'm not sure if I have to qualify or the rulings on it, but I will look into it. But it's just way easier for me to do quick lives on Instagram. But it does, don't take it. I value you all too on this platform too. This is just long form podcasting that I will record on a mic and go from there, because it's just I use a smartphone also for my reels. So, but if you haven't seen those, I talk about interesting topics, and yeah. So thanks for watching, and as always, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.